Hello, my flowering friends. So I promised you earlier this month that we were going to take all of the flowers that we made this year for the paper florists and put them in an arrangement. So I'm going to put some of everything that we made last year. So as you recall, in April we started doing the tutorials in April. So in April we started with Lisianthus, and then in May we went to Clematis. So I want to show you what I did with those blooms. Now, my arrangement, I would like it to be long to go on my dining room table and not too tall. So I put in a couple of flowers in here ahead of time because I wanted to set the length of it. And I kind of wanted to go this way, to sweep out. So I took our Lisianthus. Well, let's start with, we're going to go in wonky order here. So the first thing I did to set the way that the arrangement sweeps is I added in my Clematis, and I just bent it so it swept down a little bit with a little bit of it being up, so it's not hanging down off of the arrangement. The Morning Glory that we did in September, I did 2 sprigs of that, and I put them on this side so that you would have that downward sweep. And I just bent them. You know, that's the glory of doing a Morning Glory with paper, is that we can set how we want it, to lay. So I then just followed up with, I put in a couple of little sprigs from our December and the pine cone just for a little accent. So I just laid down some pieces in here just to show us how wide I want it, which isn't very wide, and that I wanted it long and narrow. So I kind of set my parameters here, and we're just going to fill in from there. So we're going to go through and put in some of these flowers, and we've got all kinds of colors that we did this year. So we're going to mix some of these up a little bit. And I'm going to start with adding in some of these pink zinnias in here right next to our Morning Glory. And I have to tell you, I think the favorite flower we did all year was this beautiful vintage rose. It's simple in nature, but in the nature of the bloom, but it packs such a beautiful punch. It really does. So we're going to come back to our Lisianthus, and I'm going to add that right in here. So we want to keep kind of pops of color going, but I also want to, not have all the color be in one place. The one thing that's going to be really different that we did was when we did these zinnias, I did some yellow ones. So we're going to have a couple of pops of yellow in here. I'm just going to put one in here, and then down. And we want to make sure that we're keeping the form of our arrangement the whole time that we're doing this. And I'm going to take the other yellow one and kind of put it kind of opposite of that so that you'd see one from one side and the other from the other side. All right, there we go. And so then I'm going to fill in with a few more of these zinnias because I love them too. And we're going to get some nice bright pops of color. Wait, let's do this way. I want this to be on this side. And I don't want to get really too tall here, so I want to be mindful of that. I kind of did a dry run on this, but I have no idea if this is how I did it before. It's different every time. And I think that one of the things that you need to do is give yourself permission to just play with things like this. And so I've got a couple of poppies here. I put one in each side here. And I've got one with the seed pod on it. And I kind of want to bring that in this side. So I'm looking at these colors, allowing my eye to sweep over them and not have it like stop too much in one place. So I'm going to fill in just a few more of these roses. And I need to be mindful. I need to cut that down just a little bit. I need to be mindful that I have my alstroemeria, and I need to keep a place for those. So there's that. So let's take that alstroemeria, and I'm going to put it, you can see I have, just filling in the holes, right, the blanks. So you can see I have a space right in here where I have a blank, and I've kind of left that there for the alstroemeria. Alstroemeria, really, I say this over and over again, the simplest blooms are the most difficult. And this one proved true to that adage that it does do that. So we do have our winterberry that we did. Mine is not the best, but Christina's was gorgeous. So follow hers, not mine. And I just kind of used what I had on hand just to make one. And I'd like it to follow the line of this clematis, giving it that sweep, goes that way. And we can come in and fill in. Let's see what we've got. Here's that other poppy with the seed pod on it. It wants to go in there. And the poppies are wonky. I want them open and kind of funky looking. I want to put something in the very center up here. I think this light pink zinnia will. And I haven't put in any greens, really, because we did so many flowers, and they're so beautiful that we have the ability to just fill it up, I think, with the flowers that we made. There we go. And I have this purple one. This is the only thing I did really that's purple. So I'm going to basically slide that in right under here. Add a little movement there. Let's make it a little shorter. And I'm probably breaking all kinds of rules for making an arrangement, but I do what makes me happy, and I hope that you do the same. I think we're almost done. I would kind of like, so if you're sitting at a table looking at this, I'd like it to be a little lower, but I have another poppy here. Let's see if we have I don't know. I don't think we have a place to put it. So what do you think? I think we have something really pretty here. So now we want to shape it just a little more. I'd like this clematis to, maybe I'll create a little more room here, put something else in there. I'd like this clematis to just kind of turn up a little. There you go. So what do you think? There we have it. We have all the flowers that we made this year. And I think I got everything in here except, we just started making the tutorials in April, so I started from there. I did have the hyacinth that we did earlier in the year, but quite frankly, there's no room for it in here. So I think, we've got, let me move all my stuff out of the way, and we'll take a look at the arrangement. So what I did with this is if you look at my handcrafted holiday videos from last year, you'll find that I showed you how to do this vessel. It was just an inexpensive glass vessel. I think I might have gotten it at Goodwill or something like that. And I painted it with Mod Podge, and then I added glitter, and I did a variegated, see if you can see it front. So it's went copper to white on the top. And I did my centerpiece for the fall last year with it. And I thought, why not use it again? Because we made it. So if we move everything out of the way and not have any more distractions. Let's take a good look, and I'll take some photographs of it as well. And here, I'll just pick it up for you. What do you think? What do you think? Pretty? I think you can do this. I do. This is I'm a more is more kind of girl, and this is definitely more is more. So I can't wait to see yours. Do what makes your heart sing, and have fun doing it. And let's start something new in January, and we'll have another fun year on the Paper Florist, on the Paper Talk community. So it was great to see you. Happy holidays, happy making, and we will see you next month. Thanks so much.